In today's tutorial, we'll learn how to use the crop tool in Photoshop. Whether you need to trim, straighten, or even expand your image, mastering cropping can help elevate your photos and design work in Photoshop. We'll start by selecting the crop tool from the tool panel. You can also press C to select it using your keyboard. To crop my image, I click and drag the crop box. This changes the image's dimensions. The crop will keep the area inside the border while removing the darker area outside the border. In addition to adjusting my crop box, I can also click inside the crop border and move the image around. Once I'm satisfied, I press Enter or Return on a Mac. You'll notice it not only cropped the image, but it also resized my canvas. Let's go ahead and undo my crop and explore some other features of the crop tool. If I'd like to keep the aspect ratio when resizing my crop, I can hold Shift. This will lock in the aspect ratio as I make my adjustments. If I want to resize from the center of my crop, then I hold Alt or Option on the Mac while resizing. I can lock the aspect ratio and resize from the center of my crop by holding Shift plus Alt or Option on a Mac. I can also set the aspect ratio, size, and resolution for my crop from the Crop Options menu. For example, if I click Ratio and then select 1:1, you'll notice my crop boundary maintains a square 1:1 ratio. Selecting a specific size for your crop can be helpful when resizing for prints, social media, or other design cases where you need specific dimensions for your image. If I'd like to change the crop overlay, there are a handful of options. Click the overlay icon in the Crop Options menu to select a different overlay. I'll go ahead and change my overlay from the rule of thirds to the golden spiral as an example. I can also turn the overlay off if I prefer. Here are a couple of other noteworthy features. The crop tool doesn't delete anything until I press Enter or Return on a Mac, or I press the checkmark icon in my Crop Options menu. I can also reset my crop box, image rotation, and aspect ratio settings by clicking the Reset icon in the Crop menu. Or I can cancel my crop altogether by pressing the Cancel icon in the Crop menu. Let's take a look at how you can crop a circle. Start by selecting the Marquee tool. There are several shapes to choose from. You'll want to select the Elliptical Marquee tool. Next, hold Shift and drag your circle as desired. You may want to adjust your circle by moving it around. When you're ready, go ahead and click the Layer Mask icon. Then go to Image and select Trim from the drop-down. This will crop your image. Lastly, don't forget to save or export your image as a PNG to preserve its transparency. You can also use the Crop tool to straighten an image. I'll start by selecting my Crop tool using C on my keyboard. Next, I'll click my cursor outside of my crop boundary. You'll notice rotation arrows appear. If I click and hold, I can move my mouse to rotate my image. Once my image is straight, I press Enter or Return on a Mac. Another way to straighten an image is by using the Straighten tool found in the Crop Options menu. I'll go ahead and select it now. Once you've selected the Straighten tool, you'll want to look for something in the image that should be straight horizontally or vertically. In this image, that would be the road or perhaps the buildings. Now click to draw a line. Press Enter or Return to accept the straightening and crop as needed. Now let's take a look at cropping a single layer. You'll notice I have two layers, the background and layer 1. If I simply use the crop tool on layer 1, you'll see it crops both layers. I'll go ahead and undo my crop and we'll try another method. This time, instead of using the crop tool, I will use the marquee tool. Start by selecting your desired layer. Then select the rectangular marquee tool and drag the shape on your image. Next, click the layer mask icon. You'll notice it hides everything outside of the rectangle, revealing the background layer below. The content isn't erased though, it is simply hidden. You may want to adjust your initial dimensions. To do this, first unlink your mask from the image. Next, go to Edit and select Free Transform from the drop-down. You can now adjust the size of your mask as needed. Once you're happy with your dimensions, press Enter or Return on a Mac. To move your image around, you'll want to relink it to the mask first by clicking in between the image and the mask. Now you can select the Move tool and move the image around as desired. Unlike our initial crop, you'll notice my background layer is unaffected by these changes. Another cropping technique is non-destructive cropping. With this method, Photoshop hides the cropped area instead of deleting it. I'll start by selecting the crop tool by pressing C on my keyboard. Next, I'll look at my crop tool options and deselect Delete Cropped Pixels. This tells Photoshop to maintain my image even after cropping. Let's give it a try by cropping my image. You'll notice that after cropping, I can still move my image around by selecting the Move tool. Or, if I use the Crop tool again, it will reveal the full image and I can resize my crop. This is because Photoshop hasn't deleted the cropped portions of my image. Next, we'll use the Crop tool to expand an image. In this demonstration, we'll be using a feature called Generative Expand. What if I wanted to expand my trail running image and give it a landscape orientation? So rather than being tall, I'm going to make it wide. First, I'll select the Crop tool by pressing C on my keyboard. Next, I'll go to the Fill option and select Generative Expand. Now it's time to crop my photo. You'll notice I'm cropping some areas that don't exist yet. After I've made my crop selection, I press Enter or Return on a Mac. You can enter in more details about your expansion, but you don't have to. In this case, I'll let Photoshop figure out what is best and press Generate. Once the image is done generating, I'll undo and redo so you can see the before and after. Thanks for watching this Photoshop tutorial. I hope you've learned some helpful ways to crop in Photoshop. If you found this information helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks.